Graphs can be resized by dragging one of the 8 graph spots. You can move a graph by selecting the edge of the graph between the graph spots. Depending on your purchase graphics levels, a limit will be assigned to how many graphs can be displayed at a time. The basic package only allows 1 graph. Foundation allows up to 4. Premiere Graphics allows up to 16 graphs, as well as the capability of multiple pages, each up to 16 graphs. Depending on the graphics level, you can have up to 8 plots per graph and 64 total active plots at a time when purchasing the Premiere package. You can define a plot annotation by using the Add Tag button, then clicking on a location outside of the graph. Right-click on the upper left square of the tag to open up the Label Properties dialog. Here you can specify the text, as well as its attributes such as size and color. The margins of the graph can be defined by right-clicking on the white space of the graph, then selecting the Margins dialog. The margins can also be moved using graph spots. Use the same menu as the Margins dialog, but this time select Show Graph Spots. Both the X and Y axis properties can be changed by right-clicking on the left or bottom sides of the graph. Use the Axis Font dialog to change the font of both the X and Y axis. You can adjust the min and max of each axis by left-clicking on the axis and moving the mouse wheel up or down. You can add a y-axis to the graph by selecting the Add Y-axis menu. Add a plot to the graph and define it as the data file currently opened up. This is under PA1. Make any changes to the plot as needed. In this case, we will be viewing Channel 4 over the same time period as Channel 1. Now scale the y-axis. You can set the min and max of each axis by left-clicking and then specifying the value. The y-axis can easily be deleted if needed. The Data Source toolbar allows you to quickly go between live data, post-analysis data, and the last data stored. When reloading a GraphTool template, you can automatically load the last post-analysis data file by selecting Auto Load PA File. Each GraphTool template can be customized. We are currently changing the colors of the SGT file, which is the entire GraphTool document. The SGT file consists of all the graphs and pages. Within the SGT files are one or more GT files. Let's save the newly modified GT file. You can also replace any GT file by selecting Open Template. If you want to use a specific GT file every time a new graph is created, then select the Save as Default option. Each graph created will now use the new default. Similar to creating a graph, tag information can be defined using the Add Test Settings display button. Here you can add custom test information. Right-click on the box created to open up the Label Properties dialog. Other test settings such as profile, channel, and schedule can be displayed. The Graph Property Lock toolbar can allow you to scale and move the cursor position on multiple graphs. Start by selecting which graphs will be locked into a group. All graphs with the lock icon closed will be treated as a group. Open up the toolbar and select one or more attributes of the graphs that you wish to lock. You can see that the three graphs in the group now have their cursors move in sync.